Welcome back. So it's been a long time, and I have not shared anything. And today it's good day, and let's do this today something. And today I want to talk about Python Pygame module. So in Pygame I have shared already some tutorials, but today we shall learn how to create objects in Python, like how to create any kind of a polygon. So this is very useful when you are creating a game or something, where you need to animate an object. You need to create an object, and you need to set up a basic game. You can check it out at my channel. So let me introduce you to our channel. So this is our channel, guys, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe for more such videos. Okay, so here I have shared one video for creating a py game snake game in Python. Okay, so if you just watch this tutorial completely, you will be able to understand how to create a basic game, or how to create graphics using Pygame. So this is my current program. You can see I have created a hexagon, I have created an ellipse, this is a rectangle, and this is a circle. And you see the color of the circle is changing, and then there is a line. And if I just move my keys up, arrow keys, it is moving, you can see that. Okay, so if you really want to understand how I made this, so you must watch this tutorial from beginning to end. And if it is helpful, please like. Okay, so let's start it. Okay, so first of all I need to import the Pygame module. Okay, and then you need random. You must have a screen, and on that screen you can do anything. Okay, so let's just create a screen. Okay, so Pygame dot display dot what do you call what do you Pygame dot display dot set mode. Okay, so we'll set a mode first of all. So here what we have to give is, we need to give size. Okay, so let's say I will give size of, so we are creating uh, a screen of this size, and it will return a screen name. So I can give it any name. Okay, coming back, so now we want to hold that screen unless I want to, I close the quit button or the close button. Okay, so we'll just create a while loop while not done, and let me just declare done equal to false. Okay, yeah, so here what I'm going to do is, here I am taking the event. Okay, so for in pygame dot event dot get. So we'll track the events what we are doing. So if that event, event dot type, matches with pygame dot quit. If it matches with pygame dot quit equal to true. Okay, then we'll come out of the loop, else we'll continue. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll do pygame dot display dot update. Okay, so let me just see if the screen is created, comma 800. Let's keep it in now. Pygame dot display dot, no, as per your own choice. Okay, so let's just try to run this. Okay, let me just try to run it. Okay, so you see my screen is created, and it is actually showing nothing but one more option called flip. So flip is also equivalent to update, but it is better than update to update the components of the screen. So better we should use flip. Okay, so coming back to object creation. Okay, so let's first of all draw a circle. So we shall first of all see circle. So circle, what it takes a surface. So where you want to draw the circle, so you have to give a circle surface, which is our screen at this place. The color, okay, so color, let's define some color. Okay, so let's just define, color is dependent on RGB value. So let's say RGB, so 255. Okay, and then what is the third value? Position, where you want your circle to be present. So you need to give the center of this circle, so which is a tuple. So you have to give, let's say, 100 comma 100. Okay, then you have to give a radius, let's say 50. Okay, so let's see if it is drawing the circle or not. So you can see my circle is drawn. Okay, it's a green color and it's a static circle with a radius of 50. Okay, fine. Let's draw something more, to make it more under, better. Let's draw a rectangle, So rectangle, what it takes. So if you have a PyCharm installed in your system, which is very good, because PyCharm is really helpful if you want to create programs in Python, because it is very helpful IDE, because you see it is giving hint to auto write the codes. Okay, so you need to have a surface. So I would recommend, please download PyCharm if you haven't. Okay, so color. So let's draw some other color. Let's say I want to have blue rectangle. Okay, so let's say blue equal to, so blue will be RGB. So 255 will be at the end. So blue value is the max. So here my color is blue for rectangle, and then I have a rect. So now this is rect is a dot rect, and it takes four values, which is uh, you know like the starting position. So let's say I'll draw it at 300 comma 100, and then we need to define the sides. Okay, the height and width. Okay, or the length and the breadth. Okay, so let's say 100 comma 100. Okay, this is my rectangle. Okay, and then it will return some rect object, and that will be called here. Okay, to draw the rectangle. Okay, and then, okay, so I think then there is a width. So width is optional, and it means width. If you give a width, let's say, if you don't give a width, it will draw a very thin and a basic default rectangle. Let me just try it out. So if I run it, what is happening? Okay, so you see the rectangle is drawn with a blue color. Okay, and at the specified position. Okay, fine. This makes sense. Then let me show you the meaning of width. So if I give a 5 width here, so what will happen is that rectangle sides will have a thick, boundaries. Okay, so which is, up to you. Fine. So, and then, okay, so see, when you give the width, it is actually the inside of the portion is gone. It became blank. Okay. So let me just, so it was the example of width, so I just removed the width. Okay. Let's draw a polygon, let's draw a triangle or something, So any polygon means you can draw it tick or heptagon, anything. So let's draw a rectangle, sorry, a triangle. Okay. So draw, then we have a polygon option, which is again takes a surface, and surface is here is screen, then color. So color, you can choose anything, like, so RGB value you need to remember. Let's say I want to have a red. So here I'll say red, comma, and then it takes the point list. Okay, this is important. So it takes a lot of points. So it takes, let's say if you are drawing a triangle, then you will be giving 3 points. Okay, so I want to have at this place, let's say 300 comma 200. Okay, this is my first point of a rectangle. So I'm not sure where the coordinates will fall. So let's say 200, and then let's give the third point of the triangle. Okay, so we have taken 300, 200, 400, 200. So it is no, it's a horizontal line. Okay, so we need to give a value which is more than for, so 400, let's say 350 comma 300. Okay, makes sense, right? Let me just try it out. Okay, so if I run this, what will happen? So let me just see okay, it's already running, so we'll stop and rerun. Okay, so you see the triangle is drawn, but it is drawn very random, where I told you, right, where angle. So 300, 200, 300, 200 is fine, 400, 200 is fine. And then I have given X as 150, which is wrong. Okay, so let's give it 350 because let's make it look better. Okay, so what if I run it now? What will happen? I'm just close it. I am gonna run it again. Okay, so yeah, so you see this is exactly touching the rectangle. Let's just bring it a bit below. So yeah. Okay, so you see this is the rectangle, this is a triangle, this is a circle. Okay, so this is the magic, guys. You can draw a rectangle, you can draw a polygon. So I will just take one more example where I have drawn a hexagon. So I don't need to, you know I'll just I have figured out the coordinates very carefully. So I'll just take this and I'll paste it here. So this is actually drawing a polygon, which is a hexagon. Okay, so I'll just write it down here at this place. This is hexagon. Okay, fine. So let me just try it out, and you should be able to see. So it depends on the position. So let's just move this circle a bit, you know, uh, what do you call, colorful. So I'll just so to make a better to make the screen, I'll just show you one option, fill, which is used to fill the screen with a different color. So if you want to have different color, let's say I want to have blue color or anything on the background. Okay, so how can I do that? So you can do that using the fill option. So you can, let's say, 200 comma, I don't know, let's say 0 comma 100 comma 200. Let's see what color it gives. Okay, so I'm just filling the screen. Okay, so you see it will fill the background. So see, the background is filled with some other color. Okay, so let's just make it white. Okay, let's try it. So white means you need to have all three RGB as 255. Okay, so if I give all three as 255, screen will be filled as white. You see, this is white. Okay, so this is interesting. Now comes the animation. Okay, so now we created the objects. Let's say we created the snake. Now we want to move the snake. I will track the key press event from the user. Okay, so if a user is pressing a key, how do we, move the object depending on the key the user has pressed. Okay, so here I called pygame dot key. There is a method called get pressed. Okay, so this is the method which returns an object key pressed. Okay, so now key pressed will be an array, so it stores whatever keys are pressed. Key pressed. Okay, so now here I need to check, okay, what key the user has pressed. Okay, so if key pressed array has a value uh, key pressed, if key pressed, I'm not sure how it works. Let me just check it out. Key pressed equal to pygame dot capital K dot key, pygame dot key dot, I'm not sure. Let me just check it out. So I just created it, and yeah, so key pressed is an array. So if K up, okay, if the user has pressed the up key, okay, so I want my object to move up. Okay, in that case, so let's say this circle. Okay, so what I will do is let's move this from here and place it here. Okay, and here, the how do we move this circle? We need to move this center, right? So let's have a variable at this center. Okay, so x and y, we'll give a coordinate, and then what I will do is, so at this place, now if I press the up button, -1, okay, L if key pressed array has a value pygame dot key is pressed. So what I am going to do is I am going to increase the y value, because if I press y, so so the value, so the object will get down. Okay, so let's just draw two more things. Sorry, pygame pygame dot key down, then we have left and right. Okay, so if the left button is pressed, what I'm going to do is right button is pressed, then what I'm going to do, I'll increase the x value. Okay, so that way my function should work. Let me just try it out. Okay, so we are moving the center of the circle. Okay, now it is saying x is not defined. So up down is handled by y, and left right is handled by x. Okay, so let's just define x or y. So I'll just say x equal to 0, y equal to 0. So it's very easy in Python, you don't need to do any variable declaration. You just assign it, it will automatically. Okay, so just let's, okay, so my keys are working. I'm just pressing up, left, down, right. So it's, work with the animation. So let's say if you are creating a snake and you're using the movement of the snake. So there, so you can track all the keys. If you have, just go to pygame.key. If you just do pygame dot, and then you see all the keys are here. Just you need to give k underscore, and then these are all the keys which are being tracked by your pygame event. Okay, so you can just take the key and you can assign the function needed. Okay, so this is all in this tutorial. I think it's already a long tutorial, so let me just show you if my one of my video where I have shown the game I made using Python. So where it is actually working like exact like a game, snake game.
This
So where
game in Python I wanted to share with you. So you can see this is a very basic game that everyone has played in our childhood. So anytime when we eat
So it is actually moving like a snake and eating the object. So if you really want to learn how to create, you must watch this video, and this the tutorial that I shared just now. This will is really gonna help you to make that. Okay, so that way you can animate the object and you can create a game. Okay, so that's all in this tutorial, and if it is helpful to you, really next. Okay, so thanks for watching.